Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about what I have been noticing lately. There are so many Muslim channels on YouTube talking about red heifers, the third temple, and Dajjal. They make this connection between red heifer, the third temple, and Dajjal. In the past a few weeks, maybe about 1 month, so more and more Muslim channel talking about red heifers. Muslims are panicking. But first, let me show you about red heifer in Bible. It is from the book of Numbers, chapter 19. Let us read. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, this is the requirement of the law that the Lord has commanded. Tell the Israelites to bring you a red heifer without defect or blemish, and that has never been under a yoke. Give it to Eleazar the priest. It is to be taken outside the camp and slaughtered in his presence. I'll stop there. Now let me show you the Muslim channels. Huda TV talking about it. As you can see, that's Sheikh Al Hakim talking. TRT World. TRT World, I do believe it is a Turkey-based news agency. Merciful Servant, One Path Network, Hasi TV. Even look, even Ali Dawah talking about this. And look, cows, sacrifice cow for Dajjal. And more, Sama TV, Nourish TV. But the Christians and the Jews talk about this, been talking about this long time ago. But because what's happening in Israel, now the Muslims pay a little bit more attention too. And I think I mentioned before how Muslims actually really rely on Christianity and Judaism. Sometimes what we talk about and then they follow, they just copy it, and then sometimes they have to modify it into their own version, like this thing, the red heifer. Look at this. This is a Nelson Walters. I think this is a Christian, and he's talking about this 11 months ago. The Temple Talk Radio is a Jewish channel. And look at that. November 22, 2022. So it's about a year and 4 months. And look at this, another one. CBN News. CBN News also talk about this. September 23rd, 2022, a year and a half ago. But the Muslims just talk about it recently. I have seen one of them maybe talk about this maybe about 6 months ago, but that's the oldest probably. I haven't seen anything older than that. And like I said, it is just lately they talk more and more talk about it. They do believe red heifers will be sacrificed in order to build the temple, the third temple, which is Temple Mount. And they're worried about this because it means the Jews will take over the temple, the Temple Mount back. And will take it back from the Muslims. As you can see on the picture here, the Muslims already put Al-Aqsa, right? Oh, sorry, Dome of Rock and then Al-Aqsa here. And they really, really believe the Jews will take it over and then rebuild the temple. They do believe this is provocative. Remember what happened in India like a couple of months ago? In India, Babri Masjid was taken back by the Hindu nationalists and they built a Hindu temple on it. They demolished the mosque, they demolished the masjid because the masjid was built on a ruin of a temple. So the Muslims demolished a temple and built a mosque on top of it. Now, the Hindu nationalists took it back from them and rebuilt the temple. Well, the temple is not necessarily exactly the same like the previous temple. However, it is a temple. It is exactly what they think will happen with the Dome of Rock and Al-Aqsa. But if we as a Christian, we think they should give it back to the Jews because this is the temple of Solomon, the king, one of the kings of the Jews. Solomon was not king of the Palestinians. If anything, it's the Goliath or Jalut is what they say, the king of the Palestinians. I know the Bible said Jalut or Goliath is one of the general. But Muslims in Islamic text, Jalut or Goliath was a king of the Palestinians. So it doesn't make sense if the Palestinians hold Al-Aqsa and Dome of Rock. They should give them back. They should give this area back to Israelites, to the Jews. Not even the Christians should take this over, right? This is not ours. Although we have Solomon in the Old Testament, but remember, the Old Testament is basically Tanakh. The Old Testament is not our testament. Our testament is the gospel. That's our testament. And I don't know if you remember, some of you remember that sometimes I talk about how I wish the Jews take over West Bank because West Bank belongs to the Jews, belongs to Israel, including part of Jordan, part of Syria. I do believe that Gaza, I still believe that Gaza was supposed to be larger and the Palestinians should live there, all of them, not in the West Bank. British made mistake when they separate West Bank and Gaza. British should have put all the Palestinians together in Gaza. But then again, I don't know what they were thinking at the time. And the Muslims believe after the third temple is rebuilt and then Dajjal will come. But for the Jews, the third temple, after it's rebuilt, their Messiah will come. About 2 years ago, or more than 2 years ago, I made this. Who is Imam Mahdi? Imam Mahdi is Dajjal, the Antichrist. Why I said that? If you watch the video, it's because I compare what Hadith say about Mahdi and what the Bible say about the Antichrist. The descriptions are matching. What they describe as Mahdi is exactly what the Bible describes as Antichrist. I do believe when the third temple is rebuilt, the Antichrist will come. And then Christ the Messiah will come again, the second time. And since the Muslims have wrong description about Dajjal, they believe Dajjal has one eye. Well, Dajjal have two eyes, but one eye is blind and bulging like a grape. That's what they believe. They don't know that Dajjal will be like normal people with two normal eyes. Because the hadith is very deceiving. The hadith deceives them, just like the Quran. Anyway, I have to go to work soon, actually. I have to get ready to go to work, and I just think I just have to make this video a little bit, and so you know what's going on. And if you're a Christian, I hope, I hope you know which one is the Messiah, which one is the Antichrist. No matter what will happen, if you're a Christian, we should pray so we know the truth, which one is which, who is who, what is what, right? Well, that's all from me for today. Thank you for listening and watching, and thank you for your support. God bless you all, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew. Have a nice life. God bless.